wish he would come. Pussy. B-Roy pop up out that coat with that new Glock, I wish he would run.
全部だからね。お姉ちゃん。
As everyone says their roll up on what to do before the culling game started, Maki went back to a clan's dome to collect curse tools, and who better to give it a warm welcome over than Naoya, like he wasn't checking on Blue 2 episodes prior. This misogynistic fool always has something to say until it's time to prove it. One thing I want to call out on them going back and forth is this specific scene right here. I am no expert, nor do I have supervision, but this does not look like bullying to me. And I better hope it's not what I think it is, because man, if that's the case, yeah... This brother needs to be extinguished from the planet. Before this though, Maki meets up with Megumi to ask him for the keys to the Forbidden Vault, but he wanted her to become the head of the clan. What he didn't know though, is that people in JJK know how much of a potential man he is, because she reminded him of everything he has in power. The 10 shadows, he has Maraga. The domain, even though it's incomplete. And being Gojo's student, the strongest sorcerer apparently. Like it doesn't get any better than this, like he really feels the title of being potential man. So he decided to give it up and give her the keys, but she has one more final boss to go through before reaching a stopping point. Who could it be? Her father. Ah, yeah, it makes sense. Maki's right. He seems like an asshole to me. I mean, why would you stab Maya for no reason? And the reason itself is quite ironic. As he stabs Maki down and drags both of his daughters to a location, the whining man tells us that he failed in life. The consequences of having 2 kids with little to no curse energy made him lose the position of being head of the clan. And I gotta say, that's just something they cannot control. Like, really the culprit here is yourself, monsieur. Like, you gotta question your own game in the bed for this one. But hey, I suppose accountability is a lack of integrity in the Zenin clan, because he tosses them right down in the back rooms with all types of curses ready to feast on tonight's dinner. Upon seeing this, Midas has to kiss her sister, I believe, which triggers some type of dream sequence. I don't know if it's a domain or what sorts, but this pretty much confirms the endgame of the twin sisters. You see, twins in the Jujutsu world are treated as one being, and that's what sealed that fate. Maki was born with a heavenly restriction like Toji's, but it was never fully activated because Massacre's energy counted as Maki's. Knowing this, Mai decided to push her curse energy past its limits and created an entire sword, pouring all of her curse energy into it and dying as a result. It is exactly how Eric said it. Humankind cannot gain anything without giving something in return. To obtain something of equal value must be lost. And now with Mai gone, taking Maki's curse energy as well, she was erased from this world, meaning Maki had finally 0 curse energy. And as a last goodbye, Mai told her to destroy everything, and thus, Maki's awakening was born from that very tragic moment. Rest in peace Mai. We are throwing up an entire clan web Itachi style for you. Just when Bob thought he finished the job, he was completely astonished in fear. The aura Maki gave off had him thinking Toji was back from the dead. Toji's name is always mentioned somewhere. Who could have guessed that homeless assassin is the catalyst to everything in Jujutsu Kaisen? Anyway, Pops gets ready to slash down Maki in one go, but before he could even finish his sentence, his daughter decides to give him the same haircut Kenjaku ordered at the barber's. Bro wanted a busy fate regardless instead. And from this very moment, Maki's rampage of the Zenin clan begins. The clan gets alerted about Maki's little bonding session with her dad and immediately gets to moving and surrounds her with goons known as the Kokuru unit. Now from this point of view, you'd be sure that they pull up some type of decent fight. I mean, there's like 200 of them trained for this very moment. But then again, upon looking at the Kill Bill reference for this scenery, and not to mention this idiot's head which resembles the Octoblock Smash from Roblox, you knew it was only gonna get worse from here. They charge forward and Maki gets a quadruple strike within 5 seconds, walks forward and causes Goon's eyes, jump slash number 2's arm into a diva spin slash chest called combo into gun number 3. We're gonna ignore number 4 because I generally don't know how he died. He just walked in and fell, I guess. Probably thought this wasn't worth his life and decided to pretend dead. I mean, shit, I do the same too. Kicks hand over to the stomach and cuts 2 more down. Anke thinks it's a very good time to show off his spinning skills before engaging, but Maki said get that weak shit out of it and cut him down before he could even start. 2 more down after that. Another one tries from above, but Maki erases him so fast it changes the entire coloristic atmosphere of the massacre. I wanna know how powerful Heavenly Restriction is physically, because what do you mean I kick to the stomach? Got this nigga throwing up his life away. The more I think about it, the more I think of how Mekamaru got done so dirty with his restriction. Another man's trash is another man's treasure, you could say. 2 of them head down with no plans and get the head chopped off. Damn. Slash to the chest, stare down to a body slash, sending a kunai back to its receiver, turning a sword into an auto-kill drone whilst having its nonchalant face. Oh my god. The glaze is about to overcome me right now. Like, no character has pulled some tech shit like this. But hold on. It gets better from here. I knew Mappa was slick with references, but this one takes the cake. Slides on the blood reaching face to face with goon number 133. Smirks and does the Goku slash Bruce Lee 1-inch punch. Oh mon dieu. Maki Zenin, the woman you are. A performance like this will get you a gold buzzer from me at Britain's Got Talent. I know Toji in hell well, heaven, I guess. But I know he's in heaven right now, collecting his betting money after putting everything down on Maki tearing out the clan in pieces. I mean, dude at the end said it himself. Maki went for the jackpot. Fighting's over though, because she gets caught in some type of Hashirama wood style technique, and it's where we're supposed to see the strongest Zenin members. The whole group stinks. I mean, Rantan looks alright, Grandpa over here looking like he's about to ask something creepy, and Jinchi's just Jinchi. Maki jump scares one of the higher ups, and they have this insane standoff, and it's just where like, this is what intrigues me on a positive level. Like, you telling me that she just grabs a part of his throat like she's picking up something off a supermarket shelf? Bro, you could hear the pop sound. She didn't do it once, but twice in a row with Gramps. Like, now I understand what the clan did in one half told you around. Actual demons in the flesh. Ranta uses his eye technique where he supposedly seals Maki at her core position, but we know damn well that ain't stopping the Zenin killer. So Jinshi steps in and pulls out the same move that Midoriya used against Overall, and you know that is one devious technique. I have no idea how Overall survived all that. Breaks down the entire hand setup, the smoke clears, and oh lord, looks like Maki is finally down. For the kill, because she walks up with that nigga's head clean, carrying his hair like a straps of a shopping bag. Wait a minute. Did this nigga die from his own technique? Hold on, this might be a first in the history of Jujutsu Kaisen. Think about it. How does one die from their own move? The Zenin clan must have run out of prodigies, because I refuse to believe that this dude was one of the strongest. One hit wonder, that's for sure. And the man of the hour Naoya finally approaches. He starts with some Toji glaze before grabbing her with his technique and kicking her down on her stomach. This part is hilarious to me because he just goes on to talk about how he's supposed to be the one that stands next to Toji and Gojo in terms of power. And I find it so ironic because like, all that speed isn't really hurting Maki. I mean, we saw what he did on Shoso. Skill throw on 100 speed and 10 damage, because I'm pretty sure those 50 silhouette punches that he's doing makes it seem like he's playing tickle with his cousin. They must have gaslighted him real good as a kid for him to be this stubborn. Mappa is going to hell for giving Naoya a 360 deal with no drawbacks, because upscaling this dude into making it seem like he's tearing Maki up when he didn't do all this in the manga has to be a criminal offense. They got him moving at the speed of light as if Maki wasn't giving him free eats to boost his little agenda. I'm telling y'all, it's so crazy out here. I mean look, a Naoya themed room is insanity. And Maki herself knows this, and so she decides to put an end to this by standing head straight and giving her cousin a nice big hug as he runs towards her. And what does the silly Naoya do? He decides to give her a surprise hug from the back, but oh well, that plan backfires on him. Maki cannot read his 24 frame technique because of her heavenly restriction, and hits him down so hard, it had to be replayed 4 times in 4 different angles. And if it wasn't pitiful enough, they give the boy a neck straight of his skull being broken. Zooey mama. All that misogyny finally catching up to that fake speedster. You reap what you sow. Maki goes back to find her mom and kills her with a single trace of emotion. Like, wow man, I was actually surprised by this one compared to everybody else. And Naoya somehow lived through that embarrassment of a beat down, but wait, it gets better though. Maki's mom comes in at the very last second and stabs him. Naoya dead, died as a misogynistic Toji Glazer. Now the streets are safer. Hey, we eating good tonight. I did some research upon this scene, and I found that this was symbolic in terms of women in the Zenin clan always being put out on a lower level. So basically, Maki's mom seeing her daughter break free from the shackles of the Zenin clan made her also free, and took vengeance on Naoya, representing the bigotry, abuse, and misogyny set in the clan. Generational curses being broken. I like that. But you telling me there was only 3 women in a clan for real? God damn, son. Maki retrieves Mai and bids her farewell as she drops her to Broom Girl, Momo if you prefer. I just call her Broom Girl because of that silly ass move she pulled against Kenjaku back in season 2. It never gets old. Thus, the Zenin clan massacre ends, and Maki's awakening stands as one of the greatest JJK episodes to ever air. I still need more Shoko scenes though.